Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Love Oracle 1111 here. So I do have another channel which I would consider to be my main channel, called Gifted Soul 777, and you can check out my channel if you're interested if you're interested in different types of readings. So not just love, but like love, finances, your career, past life, general, what you need to hear. Those types of readings are going to be over there. Every blue moon, I might post a different type of reading here, but this channel, it really just focuses on some of my love oracle decks as well as just love readings. So this is the deck I'm going to use today. I will use other people's love oracles as well, but starting off on this channel, I want to kind of introduce more of my decks and put them out there more. But this is the Feelings Galore Volume 2 that I'm going to be using. I'm going to actually do it backwards and do tarot first, and then we'll get into the messages. By the way, you can find this deck along with many others that I create on my Etsy shop, and I will link that down below, the particular link to this particular deck. Okay, so when I was shuffling off camera, what came up was Seven of Cups and Queen of Wands. Okay. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, this person has like options. They could be trying to carefully decide what direction they want to go in when it comes to your connection or when it comes to their love life in general. I feel like they're kind of overwhelmed with the decision making process as well. But I will say with the Queen of Wands, you do stand out to this person more than anybody else. You're not just your the way that you look, physical attraction, but also you're very intellectual, which is what is more important to this person. um so yeah, you're a very analytical person. I feel like you give good advice to this person, or you just give good advice in general, and they've taken heed of maybe what you said to other people when they were around you, if that makes sense. Or when, like, in a group of people, you could have been in a group of like three or more people or so, and you were telling somebody how to do something, and they were kind of taking notes, mental notes, of what you were telling them for their own life, if that makes sense. So they really do pay attention to your energy, to what it is that you have to say in general. um and I do feel like, I don't know why this is coming up, and this could be completely unrelated, but I'm hearing they feel like they owe you something. That could be an apology, that could be money, that could be something about returning the favor here. It's going to make sense in different ways for different people, and it just may not be for you at all, so keep that in mind. I did have to pause for a little bit, just to kind of avoid like a lot of noise and people in the background, but I was channeling some things off camera. I wasn't actually trying to, though. That's just a part of the gift. But what I was hearing is that somebody really longs for you, and they really do care about you, and your perspective means the world to them. And also, this is something I was channeling earlier, but I forgot about it. And then when I got into this reading, like when I paused it, I channeled it again. And I'm just hearing a line from, I don't know the name of the song, uh, but I do. You dropped a bomb on me. That's what I heard. I heard that earlier, and I'm hearing it again, um, in this reading. So I don't know if you popped out with something on social media, or you said something to them maybe recently or in the past where it kind of just shocked them to their core. But, or maybe somebody else within your circle, your mutual circle, if you have a mutual circle with this person, they could have said something about you to your person, and it just kind of made them feel like dumbfounded, is what I'm getting. Um, let's see here. Okay, this fell. We got Judgment. Now, I think it fell out in reverse, but I'm not quite sure. And if it did, I'm going to say this. Sometimes when I see that in reverse, to me, that's somebody's judgment that is being clouded. And as you can see here, in this particular card, uh, in this particular deck, the judgment card depicts somebody drinking alcohol. I'm pretty sure that's alcohol, the way she's like turning it up, but um that's definitely somebody making poor judgments. Now that's how it is upright as far as the image, but I sometimes read clouded judgment in reverse. So somebody's making decisions or has made decisions regarding your connection based on poor judgment, based on their vision being blurred. By that I don't mean necessarily physically, I mean like, you know, maybe having too much to drink, being under the influence of something, or maybe even another person. Um, let's see here. Feel free to flip flop energies. And I say this because, for example, when I said that you dropped a bomb on them, it could have even been them. Or anything that I'm saying that is you could be them or vice versa. So it's just that spirit is not, that there's not enough time in the day to keep, for me to keep, you know, saying it's you, it's them, it's you. The roles can always be reversed, y'all. And also, I didn't get my disclaimer. Keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only, and it's not at all the substitute for any legal, financial, medical, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. Free will is a way of life, and we're all in control of our own destinies in the end. Also, this is collective, so not for everybody. Okay. Don't force it to fit as well. So we got the High Priestess in reverse. There is maybe a lot of wishful thinking on your end, could be theirs as well when it comes to this connection. Um, because the High Priestess is a card of intuition. It is a card of like you knowing, you having a perception that most people don't have. You're highly intuitive, you're very psychically inclined. Um, but I'm gonna say, especially with the Judgment card here, that something about the way you view the connection, I feel like you are thinking you're picking up intuitive insights when it comes to this person, as opposed to what it is that you actually want to happen. But I feel like right now there could be some wishful thinking on one or both ends here, and there's a need to be honest with yourself about what direction the connection is going or where it's going in. um I'm not saying that things couldn't change, but I definitely do feel like a energy of just, it's kind of like, to me, the moon energy, where there's like sometimes it can be false self-deception. That could be Seven of Swords also. um yeah, I feel like somebody is not seeing things for what they are. Could be both of you. And that's why there's no progress in the connection, because you guys are avoiding certain things. You're not really paying attention to what is important in the connection. You're only thinking about what it is that one or both of you want, as opposed to what needs to happen to get there. You're just kind of waiting for it to happen. Two of Wands is saying it's a card of planning. It's a card of taking action. Therefore, from there, you will have some progress within the connection. But I do feel like you have to learn to differentiate the difference, from differentiate what is your intuition kicking in and what is simply just what you desire coming out. Um, and I do feel like some of you might read like tarot and do readings as well. You could be very spiritually inclined also. But I feel like you might be very biased in your own readings, and you definitely may need to get a second opinion. Um, because like I said, there's either something's not being accepted, you know, but you're not accepting something here. um Six of Blades, Six of Swords. This is like moving on into calmer waters, being in a more peaceful state with your person. Now I know in this particular deck the cards don't look 100% how the cards are usually meant to be depicted when it comes to traditional tarot and traditional Rider-Waite-Smith system. But yeah, there is somebody trying to like leave very quietly. I'm not going to say that you were ghosted necessarily, but some of you could have been ghosted. But I feel like if that was the case, that was to keep the peace, because I feel like they didn't know how to leave without like with communicating with you, because they felt like in communicating when it came to leaving or ghosting, whatever it is that you may call it, they just didn't know how to go about it, and they felt like it was better for them to just go and not say or do anything. And I do feel like some of them, for some of you, your person is very apologetic about that, and they do have guilt regarding that. Another thing though, that I want to mention about ghosting, because I've done at this point thousands of private readings over the years, and I have people that always say, oh, this person ghosted me, and they tell me they ghosted me for 2 or 3 days. I That is not ghosting. Okay, well, I guess people have different definitions of certain words, but what I feel is ghosting, and I'm not here to judge, but I just want to like kind of like explain that, because I really think people have it wrong sometimes. I can have stuff wrong too. So yeah, but we'll burst my bubble another time. So I feel like when it comes to ghosting has to be like where a person was consistently talking to you all the time, to then all of a sudden they just stop talking to you. And I don't mean only for a few days. I mean like for months, maybe even a few weeks at the most, at the least. A few weeks or so to months, not a few days. And again, it has to me, it has to be somebody you were in communication with very consistently, not like every other day, not like every blue moon, not every once or twice a month or something like that. Pretty much, when I say consistently, I mean pretty much every day. Um, every other day, I guess, but like, yeah. But anyway, okay. Ace of Wands. I feel like this person, especially since it kind of landed on the Two of Wands there, I feel like they are kind of now more inspired, more motivated to kind of get the ball rolling in this connection, to act off of a plan that they've already made regarding your connection. Um, but I still feel like they're trying to decide on their approach to things as well. And I don't feel like, and I feel like also, I'm going back to the High Priestess, because this is for both of you. I definitely do feel you both are doubting your intuition, doubting your instincts. You do not trust your intuition, therefore you do not follow it. And that is a major setback in this connection. Okay, or in your love life, because I know some people might be single watching this, and that's fine. I watch readings all the time that don't pertain to me at all, but I like to watch them, you know. Page of Wands, somebody kind of learning their way around the kitchen, so to speak. The pages are normally in this very childlike energy. The pages are also messengers, so you should be probably getting some type of communication or alert coming from them soon. Maybe a notification. This doesn't necessarily have to be a direct message, but can be like, say that you, I would say that you aren't friends with this person on Facebook or following each other on Instagram or anything like that. Say that that's the case, you might get a notification saying this particular person that you know is on social media. Um, Basically, like it's a recommendation to follow them, basically. So that may come up as well. I do sometimes take that as signs, but yeah. Um, this person is very energetic as well, and I feel like they may kind of prematurely or immaturely, whatever the word is. I mean, they're both words, but anyway, they can kind of be the same depending on what we're talking about. But um, prematurely, like maybe get into a relationship, because they're in their energy of they just want to like have fun. I feel like your person could even be the type of person that just cannot be alone for some reason. I get that as well. When I say alone, I don't mean friends and family and always out and about. I mean like in a relationship, romance. When it comes to their love life, like they may jump from one relationship and get into another, or like they are always with somebody. Okay. What is this? Five of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah, I think that's just kind of going with what I just said here. It says Five of Coins, but it's Five of Pentacles, same thing. And usually that is an isolating energy. In reverse, obviously, a lot of the cards are going to be the opposite of their upright meaning. And in this case, especially what I just said with the Page of Wands here, I definitely do feel like that is pertaining to just spirit giving me clarification and confirmation that, again, they always have to be with somebody. Um, Even if you don't know it, even if they don't show that, even if they are not posting anything or whatever, they are with somebody 9 times out of 10, talking to somebody consistently. Just because, even though it ain't you, it's somebody always in the background. Okay, I'm gonna do, I don't know. Well, let me, I guess, the world. Um, and I do feel like their whole entire world kind of revolves around being in a relationship. Like, but the world card is a card for me. I channel like people to see, or places to be, people to see type thing. They're, like I said, one from one to the next, from one relationship to the next, one person to the next. It's like they kind of want to, get a taste of everything, get a taste of what it's like to be with different types of people, whether it's different nationalities, um different age groups, obviously legal, but different religious backgrounds, things like that. That is what I'm seeing. Okay. But that's enough with the tarot. Let's get to, I believe, the reason why we're all here. um I don't really know what I want to do with that. Okay, so we got my Feelings Galore Oracle Volume 2 by me, available on Etsy, makeplayingcards.com as well. Links will be in the description. I want to be your knight in shiny armor. This person wants to be of service to you. More specifically, they want to protect you. And they really, like, I don't know, I feel like they have some sort of guilt for not protecting you in the past. And I'm getting like some deep energy here now where something may have happened to you in the past that you opened up to them about. I'm not going to get into specifics of what I feel like it was. But even though like it wasn't their problem, but they know about it and they really, really want it to be there, and hope they feel bad for not being able to be there to protect you. And this could have even been something that happened before you even met this person. Um so I just feel like they feel this responsibility to be your protection, be your okay. Do I want all of it? Yeah, I'm not gonna take that one. We'll get those two. Okay. But you're my queen king. Okay. By the way, my a lot of the times in my decks that I create, I do not just put him or her. I try to put both to include everybody, because obviously I would say more females watch these types of readings, but we do have males as well. So, but anyway, back on topic here. But yeah, and I do feel very significant past life energy here. Whenever there's cuddle weather, instantly I think of you. We are already in that season, babes. So, um, but yeah, I can't get off of this. They really want to be your protector, um, your shield. And another thing that I'm getting with that is they want to be something like your guardian angel. And when it really counts, like even if you are not in communication for a very long time, you haven't seen each other, even if it's been a year or two, even if it's been 8 months, whatever the case may be, they really want you to know that day or night, I don't care what time it is, what season, how long it's been since we've communicated or seen each other, you can count on me when it really matters. You can call on me in an emergency. Um, so yeah, now this is what I will say. I would say not to like I wouldn't say not to believe that, because I'm telling you that's what I feel, how I feel like they feel for you. But I would say, like, don't let in a state of an emergency, don't let that be the first person you call. Like, don't even try to test that. Just like, say you've gotten a hold of everybody else is not willing to help you, they can't help you for whatever reason, or they just simply don't want to. Your person is somebody that they like will try to help you in some type of way, or be there for you even as an emotional support system. um so yeah, and they may even try to like help you with like resources and telling you, like, guiding you in the direction that like can help you with your whatever situation you're going through. um I hope and pray that one day you will forgive me. I just, this protecting thing is like taking over me right now, because what I'm getting now also is I keep going back to this here. Um, they feel guilty also, maybe for something they put you in harm's way, possibly non-intentionally. And I feel like maybe they didn't stand up for you like you needed or wanted them to do, and they feel guilty for that. They hope and pray you forgive them for that. Mm, definitely a person with a guilty conscience. Like, they may not act like it a lot of the time, but trust me. Okay. What I can offer you now is not what you deserve. Yeah. I feel like maybe they've given you the bare minimum because that's all they had. Um they're working on themselves a lot, and I feel like um their energy could even be low vibrational also, which means that like their energy is not grounded. So in them connecting with you while they are going through that state of emotions and state of low vibrational energy, they're going to spew out a lot of things, maybe it's like say things, do things that they don't mean. Their mood is bad. They could even be, I don't do like mental health readings or anything, but they could be like in a state of like an acute depression, maybe even functional depression, things like that. Again, I'm not diagnosing that. I'm just kind of trying to give you guys examples of what I'm talking about. I don't know the extent of your feelings for me. Please communicate them. Like, I feel like, did I say something earlier about, no, I didn't. I'm thinking about something else. Y'all, I was creating another version of this deck, and I'm thinking about a message that I put in that deck. That's what I'm thinking about. But maybe it is meant for you guys to hear. It's something along the lines of, I feel like you're holding back from me. The more you show me, the more that I'm likely to give us a real chance type thing. That's not what I said verbatim, but that's close in the deck that I'm working on now. Um, so don't, but you're not being assertive about what you want. Okay. You're wanting this person to read your mind. You're wanting this person to just step up and do things, but they don't know. I don't even, do you even like, I'm going to say this. Physical touch is very important here. This person's love language is physical touch. Their love language is pet names, like babe, bae, baby, sugar plum, For me and my boyfriend, it's like love, or we call each other everything. But that's what I feel, that and just like I said, physical touch and like a play on words and like nicknames and stuff like that. That is something that I feel like helps them to know that, okay, yeah, I want to dive deeper with you. It helps them to want to get there to that place with you. Um, what do we have? So I left some of my items with you in hopes that you would invite me over to come pick them up at some point. For some of you, it could have been you left things with them, um, as opposed to it being the other way around. I definitely do get that you've done that. Not all of you, obviously. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't. But if you have something of theirs and you don't know why, like you're coming across it all of a sudden, they purposely put it wherever they left it, wherever you found it. Um, hoping you'd call them, or hoping that you would just become on their minds, or just hoping that you would invite them to come get it. Um, or again, it could be your person that's feeling that way, but or that you they left something with you, or you left something with them. I am content with the way things are between us. Yeah. That means that they don't want to change anything right now. Like, I feel like they just like the dynamic of you being around. Um, they can call on you and things like that. Um, if this is a situation where there was never any commitment, I feel like that is just something that they've gotten comfortable with, which is why it's kind of hard for them to come like out of it. Um, this like commitment is possible to happen with this person. Now, some of you, I would say, likely there was commitment at some point, but then something happened and you guys kind of parted ways for whatever reason. But for a lot of you, I'm getting there was never a commitment with this person. Take it as it resonates, but I'm gonna get a couple more, and we are gonna call this reading a day. You unlocked a side of me that I never knew I had. So yeah, this person has discovered a lot about themselves because of you. Um, this is both positive and things that they've needed to work on. And I feel like that is something that they deep down wholeheartedly appreciate. Uh, you're so beautiful. And let me see. Even though we're not together, like I said, never any commitment. Now, that doesn't necessarily, I'll get that too, I guess, but mean there was never commitment. But for a majority watching this particular reading, I feel like there was never any type of title. Even though we're not together, I still feel like I am cheating on you. So yeah, they are talking to other people. 9 times out of 10, they are sleeping with other people as well. What did I say? There are habits that I need to unlearn. Like I said, they've gotten comfortable with like just the way things are between the two of you that I need to unlearn, but it will take some time to get there. Okay. And one more for the road, y'all. And then we're gonna say goodbye. Ooh. I love you 100. This is a message that I've displayed in several of my decks at this point. Different variations. As far as the color scheme goes, this is blue because the theme of this deck is blue. So, but anyways, that's neither here or there, but I love you 100. This just means they love you unconditionally. They love you a lot. They love you flaws and all. I love you for real. That's what 100 means in this today's world. I love you for real. Like genuinely, like honestly. And like I said, this person has your back when it really counts. I know sometimes it may just not seem like it, but they really do. Back bottom of the deck, I don't always do that, but my last rose goes to you. You know how like on these shows where like bachelor they are doing like a bachelor or a bachelorette thing where like they pick the person and they give the roses like at the end of the episode, and the ones that don't get a rose they go home, and the ones that get the rose they get to stay for a little while longer type thing. That's the energy that I got when channeling that particular message and making this deck. So like you're probably wondering, why does the first rose go to me? Because for them they're saving the best for last, okay, and you're the best. So that's what I have for you guys. I wish you love and light. If you want a full reading, my website will be in the description box below, as well as the link to get this deck as well. I wish you guys love and light, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Take care.